We just launched 6 new features in the last 7 days, and I'm here to tell you about everything that we shipped during this third Resend launch week. So let's get started with the Schedule Email API. This gives you the ability to not just send an email, but also specify at what time do you want that email to be sent. This is available for every single SDK that we have for JavaScript, for Ruby, PHP, Python, Go, Rust, Java, or if you just want to use the plain REST API, you can do that as well. And the way it works is that we accept a date format, and you can just specify when you want this to be sent. And yeah, this is available today, and you can get started with it. Once you schedule an email, you can see that event on the dashboard, and you can see when that email is scheduled to, and then you can take action if you want to reschedule, if you want to cancel the schedule, that's also possible. Now for the second day, we launched the Vercel integration. So a lot of Resend users are also Vercel users, and we have a huge community of Next.js developers that are using React email with Resend in Vercel. So this is a new integration that you can find in the Vercel marketplace. So if you just search for Resend, you're going to see that integration right there. Once you add the integration, you can specify which account do you want to install that integration to. You can also pick specific projects. And once you integrate with your Vercel account, then you can choose what project you want to integrate with. And what this integration is going to do, it's basically going to add an API key from Resend into Vercel. So here I'm choosing which domain I want this API key to be segregated to. And then once I hit save, this new API key will now be created on Resend and then stored on Vercel as an environment variable, as a secret. So there you go. So this is going to make your life so much easier to get started with Vercel. There's also a new template in the Vercel template store where you can just get started with both Resend and React email very easily. So you go there, you deploy that template, and here what this is going to do is create a new Git repository for you. And once that Git repository is created, you can add the integration during that phase. So we're just going to follow that same flow from before. We're going to select a project. We're going to associate this new API key with a specific domain, and then we're going to store that environment variable into Vercel. And this is all during this phase of setting up a new project. So once you are deploying this, now you have an application that is already running with all those 3 elements. And yeah, it's so much easier. Like now you have a starting point to kick off your projects. Now for the third day, we launched Marketing Analytics. So this gives you a full visibility on how a broadcast was performed. So let's dive into each aspect of this new screen that we just shipped. So you have visibility on the deliverability of your email. So you can see how many emails were delivered, how many of those bounced, and then you can really understand, was this a hard bounce or a soft bounce? In terms of engagement, you can see how many people opened the email, how many people clicked. So these are configurations that you can enable on your account, click and open tracking. And if you do, you can see that information here. In terms of people who maybe don't want to hear from you again, you can see exactly who unsubscribed and who marked the email as spam. So that's also very important. If you want to drill down into who did those actions, not only the overall number, but actually like who are the people that performed those actions, you can see who opened, who unsubscribed, who bounced, and who marked the email as spam. And for links, you can see the ranking of the top clicked links. So this is very nice to see, like, okay, how is my email going and who is actually interested on the links that I added. For deliverability, we know that deliverability is a shared responsibility between the email provider, Resend, and the customer. So we're adding insights into the product. This is something that we built internally as a support tool, and we realized this was so powerful that we had to add to the product. So now you have this new tab where you can see tips on what needs attention right now that can really improve your deliverability, and then possible improvements that can also have an impact, and then the things that you're probably already doing that is making your emails deliver. So this is all about helping you land on the inbox and not on the spam folder. Now, for the 5th day, we launched a new major version of React Email. This is an open source project that we maintain, and we added this ability for you to see this new library of components. So you can think of React Email meets ShadCN UI or Tailwind UI. This is a gallery of pre-built components that you can just go there, select which ones you want to do, copy and paste, and you're good to go. So this is an example of like how you would do an image grid on emails, which can be quite tricky with tables and all that. So here we have the code in both Tailwind CSS or inline CSS, whatever you prefer. So you can just copy this into your project and get started. There has also been a huge performance improvement when it comes to the startup time of React Email. So the P99 for the startup time before was 11.3 seconds, and now it's 0.9 seconds. So that's a 11x performance improvement. We're very happy, and we'll continue to invest in performance to make the developer experience as smooth as possible. And for the last day, we ship broadcast schedule. So this ties back to the first thing we launched with the schedule email API, but this is on the UI and specific to broadcasts. So now when you're writing a broadcast to many users, you can go click when, and you can use this natural language input to specify if you want the email to be sent in an hour, or tomorrow at a specific time, or Monday at a specific time, or even a specific date at a different time zone. And we're going to calculate that time zone difference for you. So in this case, I'm scheduling the email to August 31st at 11 a.m. ET, even though I'm on Pacific time zone. So once I schedule, this email is going to be ready to be sent at that particular time. And that's pretty much it. This launch week was huge. There's many projects that we launched, and we're very proud that this is all in the world right now. We can't wait to hear your feedback and hear your experience with these projects. And I just wanted to say thanks to all of the people who made this happen. There's a lot of people involved in this launch week, and yeah, we can't wait to see what you're going to build with it. Cool. See ya. Bye.